Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. In this video, we're going to talk about sum of years digits depreciation method, or SOYD. This method results in larger depreciation than a straight line during the asset's early years, but smaller depreciation as the asset near the ends of its depreciable life. If you were to calculate the depreciation deduction at any year, let's say year 3, you would calculate D3. And to calculate that, here's the formula. N is the depreciable life. T is the number of the current year. If you're doing it for year 3, T is 3. Plus 1 over SOYD, or sum of years digits. That can be calculated this way. N times N plus 1 divided by 2. And N, again, is the depreciable life. It's the number of years in the depreciable life. Times B minus S, which is cost basis minus salvage value. And this way you can calculate a depreciation at any year. Now let's take a look at one example. Here it says consider the following, and the numbers are in thousands. The cost basis is $900,000. Depreciable life is 5 years, so you have the N, you have the B, and you have the salvage value, $70,000. Compute the SOYD depreciation schedule. Well, we know that we need to calculate a depreciation deduction for 5 years because the depreciable life is 5 years. So I need to calculate D1, D2, all the way to D5. So I'm going to start with a table with a column T, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I want to calculate D sub T. To calculate D sub T, I need to have this OYD here. So let's calculate that. That is N times N plus 1 divided by 2. So, which is, in this case, 5 times 6 divided by 2, it is 15. And if I want to calculate D sub T, I'm using its formula, that is N minus T plus 1 over 15 times B minus S. So for example, D1 would be 5 minus 1 plus 1 over 15 times $900,000 minus $70,000. And if you calculate that, that is $277,000. If you do D2 by replacing T with 2, and keeping N and B and S the same, you get $221,000. So in fact, you can continue this calculation and you will see that you will have these depreciation deduction for every year. At every year, you can also calculate book value, right? Book value is the portion of cost basis that is not depreciated yet. So at the end of year 1, it would be 900 minus 277, that is 623. For year 2, it would be 623 minus depreciation of that year, 221, that is 402. And you can do the same for all these other years to get the book value. But you can see the book value gets to the salvage value, which is 70. And here's the graph of this example. We're starting at 900, we're ending at 70, and these are the depreciation deductions. And you can see there's this curve to it, just like the declining balance, double declining balance, and MACRS. It is a very straightforward method and can be used very easily.